So filmmaking gear has always been pretty expensive. And I don't know about you, but I have fallen victim to purchasing a piece of equipment that I thought I was going to use all the time, and turns out that it stays in my kit bag and never gets any use. So in today's video, I thought that I would share a few pieces of equipment that I have recently purchased that were relatively inexpensive, and it turns out I use them all the time. So the first new piece of equipment that I have purchased is actually a Smallrig arm and clamp combo. So this is an amazing piece of equipment. It comes with a 1/8 inch thread either end, this locking mechanism here, and then obviously the clamp was separate, but you can buy the clamp combo on Amazon, for example, and I use this all of the time. The main use I have for this is, for example, clamping it to motorcycle handlebars and then attaching the GoPro to this top section here, allowing me to get some really cool point of view shots that I wouldn't be able to get normally. The clamp section is pretty sturdy and also very grippy, and same with this 1/8 inch thread here, as it has a rubber O-ring to help things grip properly. I've also attached lights to this, also attached my phone. Anything you can think of, microphones, anything will go onto this mount, meaning you can virtually put them anywhere. The best part about this item is that it is relatively cheap. It cost me around 20 Great British pounds, and it is insanely robust, and I have no doubts that this will last me at least 5 years. The second item on this list is actually an LED tube light. You can see I've got 2 of them behind me, and these are perfect little scene fillers, and they are so convenient. I actually bought a set of 4, and they basically come with me everywhere and allow me to just kind of put a light anywhere. And I basically can attach these anywhere with that clamp system that I previously showed. Also, they have 2 magnetic points here, so you can put them on metal beams, radiators, for example. They've got a 1/8 inch screw hole either end, and you can actually connect them together with a little coupler that they come with. They come with egg crates to stop any light spill as well. They have a convenient little carry case, and they've got tons of little presets in here as well. So you've got the full RGB spectrum, and then there are some pretty cool lighting effects as well, like this police light, which is great if you want to introduce some drama into your scenes. So I bought these in pairs. I bought 2 pairs, and I think they were around 80 Great British pounds each, totaling 160 pounds. Obviously, you do not have to get 2 pairs of them. You can just get 1 pair, and I think they even do a single light set as well. But these basically come with me anywhere. They are perfect for little hair lights as well, and just to give yourself a little bit more light in a scene. They're obviously not as powerful as like a 600D, for example, but for smaller things, they work excellently. So the third item that I've purchased recently, I've actually been wearing and using for this whole time, and this is the Hollyland Lark M1 microphone set. It's a dual transmitter single receiver set, and it also comes with this excellent little charging case, so I think that gives you up to 14 hours of battery life. They've got some inbuilt noise reduction as well. I tend not to use this, as I prefer to do my noise reduction in post. The only drawback to these is the fact that they do not have a 3.5mm lav mic input, which I can kind of deal with. I kind of like having them just clipped on, sitting there. I'm not too bothered about hiding microphones in videos like these, but you can also use them to capture sound in your scene in hard to boom places. For example, I've just left them in scenes behind bottles, that kind of stuff. I leave them in bags on my motorbike so I can capture the exhaust noise. And yeah, super convenient. I think they are currently for sale on Amazon for maybe £110. For a 2 mic set, that is pretty excellent. It comes with a small little case as well, and obviously you get the 3.5mm cable to the camera. There's also one for the phone, which is slightly different. Then you get these little fluffies for the top for wind noise reduction, and obviously the charging cable. So yeah, can't really fault them aside from not being able to take a 3.5mm input, but for me, these are excellent. So the fourth piece of equipment is actually an ND filter. This is a K&F concept filter. It comes in a small case like this to keep it protected, and this is actually made for iPhones. It's a 52mm filter, and it goes from ND2 to ND400, which is excellent for my iPhone here. It's really nice and smooth, and it just allows me to dial in my light settings, especially when using the Blackmagic Design camera app. which allows me to get a cinematic shutter speed. And I think it's just so small and perfect that I kind of take this everywhere when I plan to do any phone filming, and it just makes my life a whole lot easier instead of carrying around a fixed filter set. I picked this up for 25 Great British pounds on Amazon, and obviously being K&F concept, it's great quality and I have no issues with it at all. And the final piece of equipment that I have recently purchased that I think is excellent is this iPad holder for a director's monitor, for example. It's got tons of adjustability, as you can see here, and it's got some really sturdy handles on the side. You've got mounts on the top, you've got 1/8 inch and you've got hot shoe mounts. It can also hold a phone, and it holds up to the 13-inch iPad. This one is kind of a mishmash of parts as these are different handles, but the main thing is the iPad holder on the front here. It does actually secure your iPad pretty well, and it has some rubber on the inside for grip. Obviously, if you were to purchase this on eBay or Amazon, for example, it would come with different handles, which are not that sturdy, to be honest, which is why I replaced them. However, they get the job done. I like to use this when I'm working on a project that is slightly larger and requires obviously a director to have a monitor or an AC to have a monitor. Or even if I want to watch myself on the current camera that I'm filming on, I can just prop this up to this side. Also, if you were to adjust the back, it can stand up freely as well. And I feel like an iPad holder like this has a ton of uses outside of filmmaking as well. For example, a storyboard artist could prop this up and draw from it like that. Also, it is great for watching films on as well. So that's basically everything I've purchased recently that I do not think has been a waste of money to me. If you do have any questions about any of the items in the list, please drop me a comment in the comments section down below. Or also please share anything that you have purchased recently that you think has been excellent value for money. As always, please like and subscribe as it helps the channel out a lot, and I'll catch you in the next one.